God says, my child, I saw the moment your heart broke. I saw the exact second when the one you trusted, the one you believed was your forever, spoke words that pierced through your soul. You didn't hear them directly, but heaven did. The whispers, the mockery, the cruel declaration, you are finished. Those words were never hidden from me. I saw how those words spread like fire through the air, reaching the hearts of those who already wished to see you fall. I saw you in silence, trying to hold yourself together when your world began to shake. You wanted to scream, but instead you closed your eyes and prayed. You asked me, why, God? Why did the one I loved most betray me like this? And I tell you now, my beloved child, that betrayal was not the end of your story. It was the divine turning point written in your destiny long before you met them. I let you hear the truth not to destroy you, but to free you from an illusion that had been draining your light. You loved with purity. You gave your all. You held their pain as if it were your own. You believed their promises, trusted their words, and carried them in your prayers. But they chose to forget your worth. They let pride and temptation blind their heart. They told another woman you were finished, because they wanted to feel powerful, wanted to make you look weak. But heaven laughed, because I, your God, know who you are. I know the light you carry, the purity of your soul, the battles you fought alone when no one stood by you. You were never finished, my child. You were being refined. You felt like everything collapsed, like your prayers were unanswered. But the truth is, I was pulling you away from a love that would have continued to wound you. You were not being abandoned, you were being redirected toward peace. Every tear that fell from your eyes became a seed for your rebirth. When you cried that night, do you remember? You pressed your face into your pillow, whispering, I can't take this anymore. And I was there, holding you in silence. Angels stood around your bed, shielding your heart from breaking beyond repair. They gathered every tear and placed it before my throne. Those tears spoke louder than words. They said, this soul is faithful, even in pain. And I answered, then I will make them rise in a way no one saw coming. You see, my child, betrayal often comes before breakthrough. The people who think they've destroyed you are often the ones I use to lift you higher. They spoke against you thinking they were ending your story, but they were only closing the wrong chapter. I am the author, and I am writing a new one. That woman, the one who smiled when she heard you were finished, does not understand divine timing. She celebrates too soon. She doesn't know that what looks like your ending is actually the quiet beginning of your victory. She believes the words of a lost soul, not realizing I am about to reverse everything. Your soulmate's words were not final. They were emotional, human, and spoken in darkness. But I am light, and my light always exposes what is false. I will reveal their regret. I will show them the power of your silence. I will make them watch you glow again. Don't chase explanations. Don't waste your spirit trying to prove your worth to people who chose blindness. Let them talk. Let them think they've won. Because while they are busy gossiping, I am busy transforming you. Right now, your heart feels tired. You wonder how you will ever trust again. But I tell you this, you will love again, but this time with wisdom. You will open your heart again, but this time to someone who values your soul, not just your body. You will walk in peace, not confusion. Do not fear the silence that follows betrayal. That silence is sacred. That is where I am rebuilding you. In that silence, I am removing their energy from your spirit. I am healing the wounds they left with their lies. I am restoring your confidence piece by piece, like an artist restoring a masterpiece after it's been torn. They thought you would crumble. They thought your spirit would die. But I created you with divine fire, and fire cannot be destroyed, it only transforms. You will rise again, not by proving anything to them, but by simply living in the light I placed inside you. Listen, my child, they may have told another woman you are finished, but that is not the truth written in heaven. In heaven's record, you are becoming. You are ascending. You are awakening. You are rising from the ashes they left behind. Every betrayal reveals who people truly are. It shows you what you deserve, and what you should never tolerate again. I allowed you to see this truth so that you can step into the life that truly belongs to you. Because had they stayed, you would have continued dimming your light just to be loved. But I want you to shine without fear. I am sending restoration your way, not just emotional, but spiritual. You will notice it soon. Doors will open. People who truly care will start appearing in your path. Energy will shift in your favor. The same mouth that once said you are finished will soon speak your praise in disbelief. But don't wait for their apology. Don't wait for validation. Just keep walking with me. Keep your spirit soft and your faith strong. The greatest revenge is peace. The greatest proof is joy that cannot be shaken. I will heal the loneliness that betrayal left behind. I will fill the empty space in your heart with divine presence so warm that you will forget how cold their love felt. You will look back one day and smile, not because it didn't hurt, but because it no longer controls you. Your soul was never broken, it was stretched to grow. You are not the same person who was crying months ago. You are wiser, stronger, and more radiant. That's why you feel things shifting even if you can't explain it. That's me working behind the scenes. Soon, your peace will become your loudest testimony. Your glow will become the answer to those who mocked you. Your blessings will silence every tongue that spoke against you. And when that happens, my child, remember, do not become bitter. Do not seek revenge. Simply rise and keep your heart open. Because your rise is not for revenge, it is for revelation. You are meant to show the world how God turns heartbreak into holy strength. The woman they ran to will begin to notice something. The light she thought she stole will not last, because it was never hers. Your soulmate will start feeling the emptiness of losing someone chosen by heaven. Regret will chase them, not because you wished for it, but because divine order always restores balance. And you will stand tall. You will forgive, but you will never forget what it taught you. You will thank me one day for letting them go. Because I am about to give you a love that doesn't lie, a connection that doesn't compete, and a peace that doesn't break. My child, lift your head. Wipe your tears. You are not finished. You are favored. I am turning your pain into power, your wounds into wisdom, and your loneliness into light. They ended a chapter, but I am beginning a story that will make them realize, when they said you were finished, they were unknowingly speaking their own ending. Because when I lift you, no voice, no lie, no betrayal can hold you down again. You are mine, protected, chosen, and destined for glory. So rest tonight. The war in your heart is over. What they meant for evil, I am already turning for your good. Watch what I do next. There are things the world doesn't see, my child. They saw the betrayal, they heard the cruel words, but they did not see what I saw happening behind the veil. When your soulmate turned away, when he chose someone else and tried to make you feel small, there were invisible hands moving in heaven's realm. I saw how darkness whispered lies into his heart, how pride told him, you deserve more, and ego told him, you are right to walk away. I saw how another woman smiled when she thought she had won, not realizing that she was only stepping into a test of her own soul. She believed the story he told her, believed that you were finished, believed that she had replaced you, but the truth, my child, is that no one can replace what I have anointed. There is a difference between what looks powerful and what is blessed. She may have his presence for now, but she does not have his peace. Because peace does not live in deception. Peace does not grow in betrayal. Peace belongs only where truth exists, and you, my child, were the truth. I know it hurts to hear that they're happy. I know it stings when you see them smiling while you are healing. But remember this, appearances deceive. What glitters is not always gold. Their smiles are temporary, their joy is surface level, their hearts are restless. Because what begins with lies will never end in peace. While they were building castles of illusion, I was building strength within you. You were weeping, but your spirit was growing. You were breaking, but your soul was awakening. You were losing someone, but gaining yourself. The truth is, I separated you because your energy no longer matched theirs. You were evolving, and they were still chasing ego. You were craving peace, and they were chasing attention. You wanted connection, and they wanted control. I saw that if they stayed, they would keep dimming your light, and so I stepped in, not to punish, but to protect. That is the hidden truth of divine intervention. Sometimes my protection feels like rejection. You think I am taking something away, but I am actually saving you from deeper pain. I let them walk away because I heard the conversations you didn't. I saw the betrayal you would never have survived. While you were questioning your worth, heaven was fighting for your destiny. While you were crying over what was lost, I was arranging what was next. You did not lose them, my child, they lost the version of you that prayed for them, fought for them, believed in them even when they didn't deserve it. They lost the rare soul who loved them in purity, and they will never find that kind of love again. Do you know why the pain still lingers? Because your love was real. You loved with truth, and truth takes time to detach from lies. But I am healing that now. I am pulling out every memory that still hurts, gently, one by one. Every night you cry, I am cleansing the energy they left behind. And listen carefully, I know sometimes you wonder if they ever loved you at all. You think, how could they say such things if they once said they loved me? But love, when mixed with ego, becomes poisoned. They loved you, yes, but they also feared your light. They saw something divine in you that exposed their shadow. And instead of healing, they chose to run. But running from you did not save them from truth. Because even now, when they try to act strong, a quiet emptiness follows them. When they laugh, it fades quickly. When they are alone, your name echoes in their heart. They try to forget, but heaven does not allow peace where deceit has lived. That other woman, she senses it too. She feels the unease, the distance, the coldness. She wonders why he seems distracted, why he sometimes stares into nothing. It's because his spirit is restless. He knows deep down he walked away from something sacred. But you, my child, your peace will return. I am not finished with your story. You are in a sacred season of restoration. I am realigning your heart to its original purpose. The storm you walked through was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to purify your path. The hidden truth is this: your soulmate's betrayal was not a curse, it was a catalyst. It pushed you closer to me. It stripped away illusions and opened your eyes to who truly deserves your energy. You are learning to stand alone, not because you are unlovable, but because I want you to realize your strength does not depend on human loyalty. There are moments when you feel forgotten, when you wonder if I am silent. But silence is where I do my deepest work. I am not ignoring you, I am incubating your miracle. I am preparing blessings that require a healed heart to hold. You will soon see why it had to happen this way. Because the same people who said you were finished will soon ask, how did you rise again? Your glow will confuse them. Your peace will silence them. And your joy will expose every lie spoken about you. You are stepping into divine reversal. Everything that left you crying will soon leave you shining. The people who turned away will watch as I elevate you without explanation. The same mouth that cursed you will whisper your name in awe. But remember, my child, this rise is not about revenge. It's about revelation. It's about showing that no human word can cancel a divine calling. You were chosen long before they betrayed you. Their opinion cannot touch what I have ordained. You may not understand everything now, but soon, you will see how I turned the betrayal into a bridge. Every tear you shed watered the path of your breakthrough. Every moment of rejection carved space for new blessings. Let the world think you are quiet. Let them think you are broken. I am working in that silence. I am preparing to shock those who said you are finished. I will not only heal you, I will honor you. When you walk into your next chapter, your light will be undeniable. You will speak less, and your energy will speak more. You will carry peace so deep that it will silence gossip, calm storms, and draw blessings effortlessly. I am replacing your pain with purpose. The very thing that was meant to break you will become the reason you stand tall. You will thank me one day, not for the betrayal, but for what it built inside you. Because betrayal birthed discernment. Loss birthed wisdom. Loneliness birthed strength. And every time they spoke your name with mockery, heaven turned it into a declaration of power. You are not forgotten, my beloved. You are being reborn. And soon, Those who said, "You are finished," will watch as I crown you with peace they can't understand. They will see that no human can finish what I have started. Your destiny is not over, it's unfolding. Stay close to me. Keep your heart pure. Forgive, but never forget what you learned. Because your story is becoming the proof that when people betray you, I still bless you. What they meant for humiliation will become your elevation. What they meant for your downfall will become your divine comeback. The hidden truth is, you were never losing them. I was simply revealing who they truly were. And now that you've seen the truth, I can finally give you peace that never fades, love that never lies, and joy that never leaves. You were never finished, my child. You were being prepared to shine in a way the world has never seen before. There comes a moment, my child, when the energy begins to change. It doesn't happen with noise, it doesn't happen with warning, it begins softly, like the quiet movement of dawn before sunrise. You don't even realize it at first. You just notice one day that the tears don't fall as easily. The ache in your chest begins to fade. The same memories that once tore you apart no longer have power over you. That is when you know heaven has moved. That is when the shift begins. You have cried enough, my child. You have spent too many nights replaying the pain, wondering what you did wrong, wishing you could change things. But you see, you didn't lose because you loved too deeply. You only hurt because you gave love to someone who didn't know how to hold it. The shift in energy begins the moment you choose yourself. The moment you say, "No more begging for love that should have been freely given." That's when my angels surround you. That's when the unseen chains start to break. The person who betrayed you thought they had ended your light. They told others you were finished. But now, the same energy they used to hurt you is being turned back toward them. The universe is restoring balance. Every tear you shed is returning as strength. Every lie they spoke is returning as their own reflection. Every time they laughed at your pain, heaven recorded it, and now justice moves silently. Do not rejoice in their regret, instead, watch in peace. Because this is not revenge, this is divine correction. I am restoring your name. I am rebalancing what was wronged. The one who mocked you will soon whisper your name with longing. Already, they can feel it, a strange emptiness creeping in. The peace they once had around you has left them. The comfort your presence brought has vanished. They wake up feeling hollow, restless, haunted by memories they tried to bury. They thought you were replaceable, but your spirit was unique. The love you gave was rare. The other woman feels it too. She senses something is missing, something her beauty or charm cannot replace. Because love built on betrayal never brings peace. She may have him for a while, but she does not have his soul. He is there in body, but not in spirit. His energy remains entangled with yours because true bonds cannot be destroyed by deceit. They can only be purified by time. You, my child, are walking into your divine rebirth. The same world that once pitied you will now admire you. You are becoming light after darkness. You are healing not by proving, but by evolving. You are no longer trying to be understood, you are learning to be free. This is the shift. This is divine energy aligning itself with truth. You have felt heavy for too long. You carried pain that wasn't yours. You tried to fix what didn't want to be fixed. You begged love to stay that was already leaving. But I was watching. I was waiting for you to surrender, because only when you let go could I begin to move the mountains that were blocking your peace. Now, I am moving them. Now, I am restoring balance. The ones who said you were finished are about to witness your restoration. Not through your words, but through your silence, your glow, your peace. You won't need to explain anything. The change in your energy will say it all. They will notice it when they see you again, your aura calm, your eyes no longer heavy with pain, your smile effortless and real. They will feel that your spirit no longer belongs to them. That is when regret will strike their heart like lightning. They will try to reach out, maybe in small ways, a message, a memory, an apology that comes too late. But by then, you will have outgrown that story. You will look at them not with hate, but with peace. Because once energy shifts, nothing can return to what it was. Understand this, my child, you were never meant to chase anyone. Love that is divine never runs away, it aligns. What left you was never meant to stay in your next season. You are entering a time when your blessings will start to flow without resistance. You will notice it, opportunities opening, your intuition growing stronger, your heart feeling lighter. The things that once drained you will lose their power. The people who used to trigger your pain will no longer affect your spirit. That is the divine sign of healing. That is how you know I am working through you. And as your energy rises, theirs begins to fall. Not because I wish them harm, but because karma teaches what love once tried to explain. They will start to see everything they ignored in you. The loyalty, the gentleness, the prayers you made for them, all will come rushing back to their mind. But you won't be waiting anymore. You'll be too busy walking in peace. You'll be too focused on your purpose, your growth, your joy. That is how the universe balances pain, by turning the wounded into warriors. You will see people who once mocked you now looking up to you. You will feel calm when you pass the places that used to trigger your tears. You will even smile when you hear their name, not out of bitterness, but because it no longer holds power over you. That is freedom, my child. That is the reward of surrender. Every time you chose peace instead of revenge, you created space for me to move. Every time you stayed kind when you could have been cruel, you elevated your soul. Every time you said, God will handle it, I did. This is your harvest season. The energy that once felt heavy is turning light. The pain that once held you captive is becoming your greatest teacher. The same betrayal that wounded you will become the foundation of your wisdom. The energy is shifting around you, can you feel it? The same people who drained you are now restless. The same ones who laughed are now uneasy. They cannot understand how you are glowing when they thought you would break. But that is what divine energy does, it confuses darkness. You don't need to prove your worth anymore. Your peace will speak louder than any words ever could. Your success will whisper everything they tried to deny. The world will soon see that you were never finished, you were just hidden for transformation. So walk gently now, my child. Do not look back. The storm has passed. Your healing is blooming. The angels are clearing the path ahead. The old energy is gone. The pain has served its purpose. From this moment forward, choose peace. Speak blessings, not bitterness. Because when energy shifts in your favor, nothing can stop what's coming next. And what's coming is greater than what you lost. What's coming is divine alignment, real love, true happiness, unshakable purpose. Those who said you were finished will soon whisper your name in awe. They will see how I lifted you without noise, how I crowned you in silence, how I turned your pain into light. Their hearts will ache not because you wished it, but because truth always returns to its source. So keep walking in faith. Keep shining even when no one is watching. Because heaven is watching, and heaven is proud. The energy has shifted, my child. You are not chasing anymore, you are attracting. You are not broken, you are becoming whole. You are not forgotten, you are being favored. This is your rise. This is your divine reversal. And soon, when they see you again, they will realize, you were never finished. You were just being prepared for your divine beginning. My child, the season of your silence was not a season of defeat. It was a sacred preparation. While the world thought you were gone, I was rebuilding you in quiet places. While they laughed at your pain, I was breathing new life into your spirit. They said you were finished, but I whispered to your soul, be still, and watch what I will do. Now the time has come. The divine comeback has begun. It won't be loud. It won't come with noise or revenge. It will come softly, like morning light entering through the cracks of darkness, revealing what has always been there, your strength, your grace, your unbreakable spirit. You will not need to explain how you survived. Your presence will say it all. Your peace will speak louder than any words. The glow on your face will be the testimony of what divine hands can do with a broken heart. The one who betrayed you is beginning to see it. Their energy has changed. At first, they ignored it. Then confusion began to stir in their chest, a strange emptiness that no distraction could fill. The same words they once said, "You are finished," now echo back in their mind, heavy with regret. They didn't understand what they were doing when they spoke those words. They didn't realize that what they cursed, heaven would bless. They didn't know that what they tried to end, would resurrect. They thought they had power, but I am the only one who holds true power. And I use betrayal as the stage for my miracles. Now, they see you from afar, calmer, quieter, shining with a peace they no longer recognize. They ask others about you, pretending not to care, but their heart trembles when they hear that you are doing better. They scroll through memories, wondering when they lost you completely. They hear your name and their heart skips a beat, not out of pride but pain. Regret has begun to visit them in quiet moments. When they are alone, when the noise fades, when laughter stops, your memory returns. Not with anger, not with bitterness, but with a longing that burns. They realize they lost something sacred, something divine. But you, my child, you no longer wait for their apology. You no longer seek closure from the one who broke you. Because I gave you closure through peace. I gave you freedom through acceptance. I gave you strength through surrender. You don't chase anymore, you attract. You don't beg anymore, you believe. You don't cry for their love anymore, you stand in my love instead. That is your divine comeback. I am restoring everything they took from you, your confidence, your joy, your laughter, your light. Piece by piece, I am returning what pain stole. You may not see it all at once, but every day your energy grows stronger. You are no longer living from wounds, but from wisdom. People will begin to notice. They'll ask, "What changed?" and you'll smile, because they won't understand that it wasn't something outside of you, it was something within. It was me, transforming you from the inside out. Your divine comeback will be silent yet powerful. The ones who once doubted you will wonder how you rose again. They will see you moving with grace, walking in peace, radiating joy, and they will know that something divine carried you. Do not waste time proving anything, my child. You don't need to. The energy around you will speak for you. I will make your glow your justice. I will make your peace your revenge. I will make your success your testimony. Every time they said you were finished, heaven wrote another chapter. Every time they mocked you, angels recorded it as a reason for your blessing. Every time they wished for your downfall, I used their words as soil for your growth. You are rising, not to show off, but to show what faith can do. You are shining, not to prove them wrong, but to prove that my love never fails. Soon, your soulmate will watch in silence as your life unfolds beautifully. They will remember the way you loved them, selflessly, purely, deeply, and realize too late that what they lost cannot be replaced. The woman they ran to will not bring them peace, instead, she will reflect back every lesson they refused to learn. They will begin to see that betrayal does not end peace, it ends comfort. And the comfort they once took for granted in you is gone forever. They will try to come back in small ways, a message, a memory, a chance encounter, but you will sense it immediately. You will feel the difference between what is divine and what is damaged. You will know that going backward is not love, it is a test. And this time, you will pass the test. You will smile, forgive, and walk away with grace. Because your heart no longer seeks closure from man, it has found completion in God. Your divine comeback is not about showing them you've healed, it's about living freely in who you truly are. You are not the broken soul who begged for love anymore. You are the healed soul who knows your worth. I am placing new blessings in your path. A new love that will not compete with your peace. A new opportunity that will match your divine calling. New friendships that will pour into you the way you once poured into others. You will not chase, you will attract. You will not force, you will flow. The light that went dim inside you is coming back brighter than ever. You will laugh again, not the kind of laughter that hides pain, but the kind that overflows from genuine joy. You will wake up excited again, not anxious. You will trust again, not in people, but in my plan. This is the divine comeback, my child, when peace replaces pain, when wisdom replaces worry, when blessings replace betrayal. Do not be surprised if old energies try to return. When your light shines, those who dimmed it will be drawn to it again. But remember, you own no explanation, no entry, no second chance to anyone who walked away when you needed love most. Keep walking in the light. Keep your heart clean. Do not let bitterness take root, because bitterness keeps you connected to what hurt you. Forgiveness is your final victory. It doesn't mean you accept what they did, it means you refuse to let it control your peace. When you forgive, you break the last tie. You release their power. And then, finally, you are free. Freedom is your greatest comeback. Peace is your greatest proof. Grace is your greatest glow. Watch how your life transforms in the coming days. Doors will open suddenly. Messages of good news will arrive unexpectedly. Opportunities will flow easily where once there was only struggle. That's how divine energy works. It compensates for every tear, every betrayal, every pain. I am replacing your brokenness with beauty. I am turning your scars into sacred signs of survival. I am lifting you so high that even your enemies will have no choice but to acknowledge, surely, the hand of God is with them. My child, this is not just your comeback, this is your resurrection. The version of you that loved blindly has ended. The version of you that doubts your worth is gone. A new you is emerging, wiser, stronger, radiant with divine confidence. So rise, slowly but surely. Let them watch. Let them whisper. Let them wonder how you found peace after all the chaos. And when they ask, you will simply say, God did it. Because truly, I did. I saw the betrayal. I saw the tears. And now, I will make sure they see your rise. The woman who thought she replaced you will learn that she cannot carry your crown. The one who said you were finished will see that I was only beginning. Your name will carry light again. Your heart will love again. And your soul will rest again. This is your divine comeback. And no one can stop what I am about to do next. My beloved child, the time of tears is ending. The long nights of questioning, the endless pain that echoed inside your soul, they are dissolving like mist before morning light. You have walked through the valley of heartbreak and betrayal, yet you never gave up. You kept your faith, even when it felt like nothing was left to hold. And now, heaven is rewarding your endurance. For every time they laughed, I was preparing your joy. For every time they rejected you, I was creating room for divine replacement. For every time you cried in silence, angels wrote your name in light. The story they tried to end is now being rewritten by my own hands. The same mouth that said, "You are finished," will soon be silent in awe. Because I am bringing you into a season where nothing and no one can deny your favor. You have passed the hardest test, the test of stillness. You wanted to speak, defend, explain, but I told you to stay silent. And you obeyed. You allowed me to handle what was beyond your reach. That obedience is now unlocking blessings beyond your imagination. The storm you faced was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to prepare you. You thought you were losing everything, but in truth, I was removing what could no longer grow with you. My child, hear me clearly, I am restoring you. Not just what you lost, but everything that pain touched. Your spirit, your confidence, your hope, your laughter, all of it will return to you multiplied. You will wake up one morning and feel peace you haven't felt in years. You will look in the mirror and see light in your eyes again. You will step into days that no longer feel heavy but filled with divine flow and ease. This is not just recovery, it is divine restoration. The one who betrayed you will see it. They will see how your pain turned to power, how your silence turned to strength. They will try to reach out, not because they love you now, but because your energy has become magnetic. They will realize they walked away from something pure. They will realize that your love was their greatest blessing. But by the time they see it, you will have already moved beyond them, not in pride, but in peace. You will no longer desire their return because you will understand why they had to leave. You will see that their absence created the space for your transformation. You will bless them silently, then let go fully. That is how divine ones rise, with forgiveness, not vengeance. The woman they chose over you will also see it. She will begin to feel the energy shift, the same way she once smiled at your pain, she will now taste her own lessons. Not because I punish, but because I teach balance. No soul escapes the mirror of truth. What is sent out returns. Your name will no longer be spoken with gossip but with reverence. People who once doubted you will begin to say, something about them has changed. They will not understand that it is not something, it is someone. It is my light, resting upon you. You have walked through betrayal, and instead of turning bitter, you became better. You have walked through rejection, and instead of losing faith, you grew deeper in trust. You have walked through heartbreak, and instead of closing your heart, you let it heal with grace. This is what makes you unstoppable. This is what makes you chosen. Now, my child, your life enters its divine reward phase. You will begin to see signs of my restoration. People who once ignored you will start reaching out with respect. Doors that were once closed will open without struggle. Opportunities will appear where you least expect. Money will flow again, not through chaos, but through calm alignment. Love will return, but this time, it will not hurt. The new person I am sending into your life will carry peace, not confusion. They will speak to your soul gently. They will love you not for your body or appearance, but for your heart, your energy, your truth. They will honor you in ways you have never known. This new connection will feel like home. You will not question it. You will not chase it. You will not beg for it. It will arrive naturally, like sunrise, sure, steady, certain. Because this love will be divinely written, not emotionally rushed. It will not come to test you, but to treasure you. And when it arrives, you will finally understand why I kept you waiting. You will see that I wasn't denying you love, I was protecting you from counterfeit love. I was keeping you hidden until your heart healed enough to receive what was truly meant for you. You will thank me for the delay. You will thank me for the heartbreak. Because you will see that everything you lost was only clearing the path for what's about to bloom. I am rebuilding your name, your path, your purpose. You will notice that everything begins to align, your timing, your ideas, your calling. Even the things that once failed will start to make sense. You will understand that every delay was direction. Every rejection was redirection. This is divine restoration, when I turn every tear into a seed, every loss into light, every ending into a beginning. And, my child, you are not just receiving love. You are receiving abundance. Money that was delayed will start flowing. Opportunities you forgot about will suddenly reappear. People who once said no will now say yes. Because favor has found you. When I bless, no human can block. When I open a door, no voice can close it. The ones who thought you were finished will watch you rise. Not with revenge, but with radiance. You won't need to show off, your peace will speak. You won't need to prove, your success will say everything. Soon, they will say, I don't know how they did it, and the truth will be simple, you did not, I did. Because every time you thought you were breaking, you were actually being rebuilt. Every time you thought you were alone, angels stood beside you. Every time you thought the story was over, I was only turning the page. You are walking into your harvest season. The energy around you is shifting in your favor. Your prayers are maturing into reality. You will see how I never left you, even when you felt forgotten. And when you look back, you will realize that betrayal was the door to your destiny. That heartbreak was the path to your healing. That loss was the key to your liberation. Now rise, my child. The ashes you stood in are turning into gold. Your pain has served its purpose. Your story is not tragedy, it is transformation. Every angel in heaven is rejoicing, for you have completed your test. You have not become hard, you have become holy. You have not become bitter, you have become blessed. Now I place my seal upon your life, the seal of divine reward. Everything you touch will flourish. Every step you take will be guided. Every word you speak will carry light. You are the proof that no betrayal can stop divine destiny. You are the living example of what faith can create. You are the reminder that even when man says, finished, I say, reborn. So walk forward, radiant soul. Your new chapter begins now, a chapter of peace, abundance, and unconditional love. I bless you with clarity. I bless you with joy that cannot be shaken. I bless you with relationships that nurture your soul. I bless you with prosperity that grows with ease. I bless you with protection from every false energy. You are free now. You are rising now. You are loved beyond measure. This is your restoration, this is your divine reward, and this is only the beginning of your beautiful forever.